What is going on, everybody? How you all doing out there? I hope this video is finding you well. Welcome to my channel. I am Andrew, for those of you who do not know, and today I am just going to be going over my weekly reading update for December 2020. I am taking place in the Reindeer Games Readathon over on the Shelf Space Discord, for those of you who do not know, and I'm getting my butt whooped in this competition. My goodness. Y'all book nerds out there are crazy. I thought I was doing a good job coming in at 6,000 pages for 3 weeks into this thing, and I'm not even like anywhere near first place. What the heck? Y'all are good. Y'all are crazy. I'm assigned to Team Kevin McAllister because this is a team challenge, so I'm just going to go ahead and deliver my update for my contribution to my team for this last week. Before we get started, I would love it if you take a moment to consider hitting that little subscribe button. I post bookish and writerly and entertainment-y-esque content every Tuesday and Thursday and sometimes on Sunday, and I would love to have you come around and join the party. All of that now out of the way, without further ado, let's get right on in. Before we get too started, I actually have a couple of quick thank yous that I would like to give out. I got a few more gifts off of my little wish list, and I don't really know if it's like kosher or not to thank people personally, or if it's rude or weird or whatever. I did it last week when I had gifts for the first time. I don't really know if it's right or not, so I'm gonna thank the people for these gifts anonymously, I guess. I don't know. But if it's okay to tell who it is, then I will. But for now, I'm just gonna thank the people who know that they got me these gifts. And I'm gonna start off here with this candle. It smells like Christmas cookies. I was gonna wait until I had thanked this person for this candle before I lit it, but I couldn't help myself, and it smells so good. So now my house gets to smell like Christmas cookies. I also received the Mistborn trilogy, which I am super stoked about because I had started reading these when I was in New Zealand. I was on Well of Ascension, and I had it from a New Zealand library, and I was about to go traveling again, so I had to give it back, and I've got like 60 pages left. So I'm excited to be able to get back into this. I'm gonna start back from the beginning once I do, but thank you for this whole entire series because I'm excited to get started on this when January comes around. I also received The Lost World, which is book 2 out of the Jurassic Park series. If you didn't know that Jurassic Park was a book or a book series, now you do. Book 1 was absolutely amazing. We are doing a buddy read on this in January over on the Shelf Space Discord. I think I'm leading it or something. So, ooh, that's nice. Now I get to lead with this book, and I'm super excited about that because the first book was super good, so I'm excited to see if book 2 is even better. And last but not least, thanks to my book 2 bestie for Wizard's First Rule, now I finally have the complete Sword of Truth series once again. I have lent this book out to 3 different people and not got this book back 3 different times. I know that this is kind of a controversial series in the fantasy world, especially in comparison to the Wheel of Time series, but I love this book in particular. This one and Temple of the Winds are my favorite out of this series, so thank you so much for letting me have this full and complete set. And what I didn't want to tell you, book 2 bestie, what I'm gonna admit here right now on this video, and it might out you because anyone who knows you knows anything about you, knows how pristine you like your books and how much you don't like Amazon. So if we ever meet in person and you see this little crease there on the front cover, I would just like for you to know that that is not by my fault. It is the fault of Amazon because it showed up like this, and I was too scared to tell you when I thanked you for this, but now the whole world knows. But, ooh, at least there's that. As far as what I read this last week and everything that's going on in this little readathon, every time I think we're doing good, Team Kevin McAllister, we came in 3rd place last week, and that was after my 1,000-page challenge and everything. And just so you guys know, I told y'all Pennywise was gonna be coming and visit me all the time. And the other day, I go out to take out the trash, and this was written right here, right by my front door. Front inside, not outside, inside. Those pine needles written as that looked like that by my front door. And I'm gonna let you know, that freaked me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually a little bit freaked out last night when I was like, is Pennywise in here with me? And he's like, yes, Andrew, I told you, you're gonna float forever. So I don't know what's going on, but if y'all see anything going on behind me up here, please let me know. because I'm worried now. But after coming into 3rd place last week, I decided it is gonna be out with The Magician's Nephew for the crown prompt and in with Clash of Kings. I'm done with this already. I've read it before. It was a reread. I used my Audible credit on the audiobook so I could do an immersion read with this, and I knocked it out in a few days. Ooh. Ooh, this one's getting musty, and I like that. It's even better once they're old. But here's another 1,000 pages to the Team Kevin McAllister team. I am also busting my way now through Rhythm of War. I am almost done with part 4. I'm on page 940 right now. If I'm doing my little day-to-day book read of this, I'm really only supposed to be on page 820, so I'm ahead now. My thing is with this book, I don't know, it's still sitting on a 4 out of 5 for me. It's still currently sitting as my least favorite of the Stormlight Archive, for sure. I have issues with this book that I don't want to spend too much time talking about in this little update. I don't know. I guess the biggest thing that I have to say about this book right now is similar to how I feel about Dance with Dragons, which is the 5th book in the Game of Thrones series, if you didn't know. That is just, I do not think that this book needs to be as long as it is, and especially because all of the other books in this series are this long, I'm just worried that Brandon Sanderson is gonna start taking that approach of like, every book has to be 1,200 pages. And if it's gonna be like this, then I'm gonna let you know, Mr. Sanderson, no it doesn't. I'll talk more about this once I'm actually finished. I wanna bust my way through it. I was trying to take my time with it throughout the month. At this point now, I'm just ready to be done with it, but not in a bad way. I'm just ready to be done. So, I don't know. That's how I feel about this book. I also had to move Monster by Duncan Swan out of my self-published prompt, and I'm gonna read that in January because I'm still interested in it. I only just got 1 chapter through before those rankings came out and we came in 3rd, so I replaced that with Beastborn by James T. Callum. One of my first reviews here on this channel was for Pyre Souls Apocalypse by James T. Callum, and it was a book that I was reading for my book for National Novel Writing Month this year, and it was my first time reading a lit RPG book, and I really liked it a lot. So when I decided I had to add another 1,100 page book to this month's TBR, I decided to go back and do Beastborn because I really wanted to read that book after I'd finished Pyre Souls. But see, then the problem was that I went and got Beastborn, and then I went and read the first 100 pages of it, and then I was like, wow, this book's pretty good, but it's kind of moving fast. There's some stuff here that I don't really understand that I feel like the author should have slowed down and let me learn. And then I realized that I was reading book 2. I didn't realize that he had just released that, and now I am going to also try and squeeze book 2 into this month's TBR, just for another 1,200 pages for my team because I'm trying my hardest over here. But Beastborn 1 is going pretty good. I'm almost halfway through. I've been spending most of my time this last week here on Clash of Kings as well as Rhythm of War. I have not been able to continue on in Jade City for right now because I'm also wondering if this is going to be too short. So I'm kind of waiting for today's rankings to come out before I decide if I'm going to finish this month or also move this off to next month. But we will see. I'm enjoying this. This is nothing. I wouldn't stop reading this because it's not good. But at this point, it's all just about if it's going to be long enough because I'm trying to get as many points as I can for our team. I have also not started on my own book, Immortality Awaits. That'll come when it comes, but I'm going to do a vlog for it. It's going to be fun when I do it. I just don't know when that's going to happen because I also still need to squeeze in Eye of the World, which I'm going to be starting sometime this week. I got a hold of the Theft of Swords audiobook as well, so I will be doing the Theft of Swords buddy read for the buddy read prompt, and this one will go into some other prompts. I don't know. I have 2 books that are under 300 pages and then 2 other books that are under 500, so I'm now just trying to read as many long books as possible to replace those prompts and get us as many points as I can before the end of this month. But this has been a wild month, so I don't even know. So I'm just gonna carry on this week. I will finish Rhythm of War. I will finish Theft of Swords. I will finish Beastborn. I will see what happens after today's rankings come out because I have no idea where Team Kevin McAllister currently stands, but I want to make sure that I at least do my part to try to get us as close to the top as possible. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see how this next week goes. I can't believe that we're only 3 weeks into this readathon, but at the same time, I also can't believe it's almost over. This is so much fun, so congratulations from last week's Team Jack Skellington taking first place. I think that this is just a great way to end this year. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm in a challenge with myself more than anybody else, and I've definitely pushed myself to my own limits when it comes to reading, so I hope y'all can say the same. Until next time, happy reading, everybody.